Hello and welcome to This Board Game Life. I'm your host, Mark, and today I'm here to unbox Tatsumi Limited Edition from Adam's Apple Games. And sorry for the delay. I'm already off to a bad start. I'm just so excited to get this game opened and I can't wait to play it. But I've been waiting for this for a long time, so I'm a little what kerfuffled. All right. In Tatsumi, the island celebrates you as their guardian dragon, their Tatsu. Your calling is to restore the elements on your island and renew good fortune for your people. Drafting resources, collecting sets, and scoring bonuses in Tatsumi relies on the position of your dragon avatar on the seaboard, creating a more immersive and believable abstract strategy experience. The seaboard randomizes and stages the entire game's resources into a three-dimensional central board so you can strategically look ahead, planning when to collect and when to score. The tile placement in Tatsumi has a puzzly yet satisfying feel through a clever combination of engine building, instant scoring, and elemental inspired end game tile placement bonuses for you to maximize. Each player may play with a symmetric setup for learning or competition, or a fully asymmetric island and dragon combination for tons of replayability. Fans of games like Azul, Harmonies, and Splendor will appreciate the intuitive gameplay, elevated componentry, and additional features specifically developed to extend beyond gateway games in this genre for gamers that enjoy solo play, symmetric, and asymmetric combinations, and a multi-game feel packed into a single box. This game is designed by Jeremy Rosenhart. The art is by Shirley Gong. This is published by Adam's Apple Games in 2026. It's for ages 10 and up. Plays 1 to 4 players in about 40 minutes. And if you'd be so kind, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon so you'll never miss any new content. All right, so let's get to the table. Let's open this beauty up and let's take a look at what's inside. All right. I have awaited a long time. I'm going to attempt to adjust this camera one more time. To get it to zoom a little further out. I'm having an issue with my camera app for some reason. If you saw my video yesterday of the mailbag, it was jumping all around. So I'm going to attempt to move it and see if it does it on its own. Doesn't. There we go. Hopefully it's done. All right. I think it moved. I don't know. Maybe it didn't. It looked like it did on the other screen. We're just going to leave it because you guys aren't here to watch technical issues. But I just wanted to make sure the whole box fit in the frame. It's not a large box. It actually is a medium-sized box. I was actually surprised when it arrived. Usually you get crowdfunding. I'm so used to these big giant boxes. This was like just a normal box. But all right, let's check it out. So we have our rule book. It's not, wow, it doesn't feel very big. I don't think this is going to be a super complicated game. It might be the light to medium weight. I don't know. Actually, let me see if they've flagged it as a weight on BGG. It's weighted at a 2 out of 5. So yeah, not a heavy game, but it looks really interesting. And there's a solo, there's a weather module. We've got asymmetric dragons, asymmetric islands, all kinds of cool stuff. Can't wait for you to see this if you're not familiar with it. So we got 8 pages of a rule book. So not too bad. All right. So we do have, excuse me, got some cardboard punch out here. These, I'm pretty sure they go into the well. Oh, you know what? I've got wooden ones because I've got the I got the limited edition, so I did get wooden ones as well. So those, let me just get my thing out here. So these are the sand dollar tokens. And then we have, these are going to be the, let's see, there's a bunch of stuff on here. So we've got 4. All right, these are the wavering shrine tiles. So that's what these tiles are. And then these are your, I just, I said it, the 13 sand dollar tokens. There is a Maelstrom token. And I believe I'll have all of these in wood. Yes, I do have wooden versions of them as well. So I'm going to assume they're going to have a retail release that will just probably be cardboard for everything. Well, it won't be everything, but maybe not. I don't know, because there's not a whole lot. Anyways, doesn't matter. These will be cardboard, but I think, just these, I've got wooden versions of them. But let me show you the other side, because of those are different, and the artwork is different. So I think they're doing different things there. So let me show you. Oh, there's so much to look at. You know what? Let me do this. Let me put this off to the side so that we're not as distracted, and then I can show you each of the things. So we do have the sand dollar tokens. So wow, those are very light. So I do have these like wooden tokens. I don't know if they're really, really light. Like, I don't remember if they're might be like rewood, or who knows. Okay. And then I'll show you so this is the Maelstrom token, which I believe is the first player token. So again, it does have a cardboard, but there's a wooden one as well. All right. Then we have, let's see, what else do we have in here? What do we want to show? Wow, there's all kinds of slots in for the insert. So we've got, all right. So these are, so this is for an expansion. So there's a void expansion. See, these are just little gray summoning scales. So this is included for GameFound backers. There's more to it. So let me see if I can find everything that's part of. I think that's this. So we've got, I'm trying to get you all the stuff. So then we've got some 4 element rings. So you're going to see a lot of these in this game, okay? And you'll see why later. But these are your elemental rings. I'm going to assume fire, water. I don't know what those are. Let's see if it says. Somewhere in here it'll tell me what the different elements are. I'm looking, but let me see real quick if they tell me what the different flip pages here. What the different elements are. Okay, so the dark one there is wind, the blue is water, the yellow is lightning, and then that reddish one is fire. So those are the elements. You're going to see a ton of those. So you get an additional, these up here so far for this void expansion, and these are also part of it. So we've got a score tracker, 2 score trackers as well. Additional. Let's see if these are. Those don't look. These look like they. No, maybe not. Trying to find the. Well, you know what? I'm just not going to worry about it. We are just going to pull stuff out. Anyways, this is part of the expansion because there's a lot of content sitting here. And so in this baggie, we have the summoning scales. So there's 7 different ones for each color. We then have our scoring trackers. there's going to be 2 for each color. If I can get each one of these bags has this big giant silica packet in it that's like the same size as the bag. So a bunch of little scoring markers. All right, then let me take the top. I'm gonna take this top tray out. So there is an insert in here. Woo! I'm gonna have to fix the other one before I show it to you here. So got a bunch of different card packs here. You can see they got storage, and then here's the dragons. So here, let me. There's 2 of them. And then I'll show you the other 3. And the gray one is from the Void. The gray one is for this Void expansion. So the retail game should have just 4. It does say the Void expansion you can purchase separately. It can be bought separately. So it should be available post campaign. All right. And then we'll go through the cards in a minute. All right. So I'm just going to slide this over here because I told you you're going to see a bunch of these things. I'll go through the cards in a minute. I'm just going to try to. This thing's been in shipping. So, all right. Doesn't surprise me. There. Okay. So, all right. So here we go. This is the seaboard. I'm going to try to. It's. You play it out like this, and then basically your dragons are going to sit on each corner, and then you're gonna be moving around, doing different things, and like I said, I don't know how to play yet. I just watched. They just released Adam's Apple released a how to play video this morning, and you with the asymmetrical abilities, you might be able to like pick up 2 rings in a row or picking up different ones around your dragon. But you can also, because this is clear, when you're sitting at the table, it looks like for the most part, I mean, you could probably move a little bit, but you can also see like what's going to be next, what rings are going to come up next. Maybe that'll play a part of planning your move when to do things. But you're basically going to be taking rings from the seaboard. And these things are going to go to your island boards, which I'll show you here in just a momente. Let me put my little dragons back. But this is kind of that's why I said you're going to see a bunch of these rings, and these things are going to come out eventually. These will empty out. So what is there, about 5 in there, and then you'll put the like these things, these sand dollars, I guess, go in there to signify that it's empty, or I don't know. I think that's just to signify that it's empty. But so that's the C board. All right, then underneath that, we have dual layer player boards. Looks like there's 6 of them in here. Okay. So these are the island boards. So it's got a name, Raikou. And this just says Tatsumi. So I think they all say Tatsumi on one side. So it's going to be if you've played Planet Unknown, there's going to be a similarity in the fact that I wonder why there's 6 island boards, because it says it plays to 4 players. I don't know. But anyways, there's these kind of like Planet Unknown, which is like one of my favorite games from the same publisher. I absolutely love Planet Unknown. On one side of the player boards, it says Tatsumi. So all of these are the same. So this is very symmetrical. Everyone's going to have the same abilities. Everyone's going to be playing the exact same game. All right. But you can also flip the boards over, and they're going to have a different dragon name on the other side. And maybe there's just these because there's just that many dragons. So they have You have to have a separate board for each dragon. So they've given you 6 different dragons, and they're going to have asymmetrical abilities. So the island, this side of the island, is going to play different than this side. Okay. So all the Tatsumis are going to be the same. All of these dragons boards are all going to play differently and have different abilities. And then on top of it, you will actually have dragon cards here somewhere. Take a look. And then they're going to have different abilities, I believe. So, oh yeah. So I think this is part of the Void expansion. Yeah, because that shows the other dragon on it, the gray one. So that's telling you how to play with that Void expansion. So then you have, again, I have not played this. Again, it just showed up, but these look like they're all going to have different things that you need to do. And I know that they're going to set out, like you're going to have this board, the C board sitting out, and then you're going to have like different cards sitting out, like there's going to be like 8 cards laid out here doing different things. And I think you've got to meet certain requirements maybe to gain these cards. I don't exactly know. Something to that effect. But there's trying to find the dragon cards, because there's like asymmetrical abilities for your dragons. Okay, so here's the Raikou. Let's see. I don't know how to say it. Kogasu? Let me just kind of collapse this. So here's this. So it says intense heat from the center of the island prevents ring adjacency for both placement and scoring. So on this island, you can't place your rings adjacent to each other. And then, whoops, let me make sure I show that to you as I was reading it. So that's explaining how to play this island. And there's stuff on the other side that I don't know what that means yet. So, so let's see, are these all the same? These might all be the same for the symmetrical. That's probably what these are on the other side. But again, I don't want to make assumptions. Here are some more cards. So we have, where'd my book go? So there was, like I said, those ones that were going to be placed out. There's 16 summoning cards as well. These look like the summoning cards. And then there was the wavering tiles of those. There's some weather cards. This looks like the solo mode cards. It's going to be the solo mode. Oh, that's probably the weather cards. It says wildfire. Maybe not, but here's some different dragon cards. I think that's what I was looking for. Where is Kogat? Or is that just? Oh, that's just the name of the island. So then you have these different dragons. So, okay, this is what I think I was looking for. So, like the yellow dragon, so there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's 4, and then there's the 5th one for the void. So your yellow dragon on this side says, claim any 2 topmost rings orthogonally adjacent to your dragon. Okay, so that's what all of them are telling you. So this is the symmetric side. You're going to claim any 2 topmost rings orthogonally adjacent to your dragon. You flip them over, and now they all are going to have different abilities. So this one is going to move up to 2 seawells in one direction, claiming the topmost rings if possible. This one is going to claim the topmost ring from the 2 nearest seawells in a straight line, skipping depleted seawells. Submerge and claim the ring beneath you. Reemerge at a matching ring and claim any adjacent ring. That's interesting. and claim up to 2 matching topmost rings in adjacent seawells. So again, they're all playing together or have asymmetrical abilities. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun, very interesting. I think the asymmetry would be the best. So here, again, claiming any 2 topmost. I'm wondering if this expands the game to 5 people. Let me check. Yep, 5th player rules. So the expansion does allow you up to 5 players. And maybe they're going to come out with another, because there's a slot for another dragon, and there are 6 boards. So I would imagine maybe they're going to come out with another expansion maybe later that allows you to play 6. But for 5th player, you're going to place the Void Dragon in the center seawell, the seaboard, to start the game. The player controlling the Void Dragon always plays 5th in turn order. Okay. And that's their dragon. Okay. So, again, some additional, a lot of different cards here, changing up the way things play. You got your dragons, and then we've got the solo cards, and I think we've got some weather cards as well. Let's take a peek. So wildfire, it says choose a fire ring on your island. The wildfire pushes all adjacent rings 1 space away if possible. There's spark on that side. Choose a fire ring on your island. The heat of the spark pushes 1 adjacent ring 1 space away if possible, which I think is, potentially bad, because I think you're placing things on your board in a certain way to score things. So these are going to mess that up, right? Here's strike. Choose a lightning ring on your island and receive a strike, and remove all rings adjacent to it. And jolt. Choose a lightning ring on your island to receive a jolt and remove 1 ring adjacent to it if possible. Here's a couple weathers. Squall. We've got deluge, gust, and flash flood. So the flash flood, choose a water ring on your island. The flash flood forces you to swap the water ring with an adjacent non-water ring. Okay, so these are all essentially, these were weather, but these are also like impacting the certain color rings. So, all right, and then we've got, these are all the solo player. So these are the cards for the solo. So they do have that set up. I'm not sure how they work, but there's that. All right, let's take it back. Again, that was Tatsumi, the limited edition from Adam's Apple Games. I am like so stoked to play this. I cannot wait. I have waited for this game for a very long time, and I am so happy it finally arrived today. So, really appreciate you if you'd hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, so that you will know when new content like this is dropping. And again, let me know below. Feel free to share your comments below. Love to hear back from you guys. And is this something that you've got crowdfunding? Like I said, I backed it. It just arrived today. They just started shipping this out. So if you crowdfunded it, it should be arriving very soon. Also, if you didn't, look for it in stores probably here in the next month or two. It should be hitting the store shelves soon. All right. Thank you again. Really appreciate your support. And again, we'll see you in the sea.